So angle between the two lines here. Let L1 and L2 be two lines passing to the origin here. L1 and L2, two lines passing to the origin. And with the direction is A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2 here. Let P be a point on L1, Q be a point on L2, and theta be the angle between the two lines here. Hence, OP bar is equal to A1I plus B1J plus C1K, because A1, B1, C1 are direction ratios of this line here. Hence, OP bar is this one. Similarly, direction ratios of this line is A2, B2, C2. Hence, OQ bar is equal to A2I plus B2Z plus C2K. And you know, angle between the two lines, two vectors is given by cos theta is equal to OP dot OQ divided by modulus of OP into modulus of OQR. So here we are using the formula cos of theta is equal to A bar dot of B bar divided by modulus of A bar into modulus of B bar. Okay, because this angle is acute angle here. This angle is acute angle, so we are taking a modulus sign. Here we are taking modulus because theta is the acute angle here. Then OP is equal to this one here, OQ is this one. It's a dot product. It is given as A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2. Right in the numerator. Modulus of OP is the root A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square. And modulus of OQ is A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Root of this one. And we are taking modulus angle. So this gives angle between the two lengths in terms of cos theta. In terms of cos theta. If you want the angle in terms of sin theta, then you use this formula, trigonometric formula. Sin theta is equal to root of 1 minus cos square theta is equal to root of 1 minus of this term square. This term square. So sin theta is equal to root of, here square is there, hence square root and square cancels here. So root of 1 minus A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2, it's a square here divided by, then A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay. Then your LCM is this term here. So this is equal to, so root of, so in the denominator, write these two terms here. This is LCM. A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square here, and multiply these two terms here. So A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square minus of A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2, it's a square here. Okay, here this is LCM here, that is the denominator, multiply this term here, then middle minus sign is there, so right here minus of A1 square, A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 whole square here. Then multiply these terms here, okay, multiply it here, so this is equal to root of A1 square into A2 square here. a1 square into a2 square, then plus a1 square b2 square, a1 square b2 square plus a1 square c2 square, then plus multiply this one to these three terms here, b1 square a2 square, b1 square a2 square, then plus b1 square b2 square, then plus b1 square c2 square, then multiply this term to these three terms here. So c1 square a2 square plus c1 square b2 square plus c1 square c2 square. Okay, write all the terms in a bracket here. And a minus sign is there, right here, minus of. Then this term square is that. Use here a plus b plus c whole square power. Then sir, I am writing here. So a1 square, a2 square, then b1 square, a1 square, a2 square plus b1 square, b2 square plus c1 square, c2 square plus 2 into so product of these two terms here, a1 a2 b1 b2, a1 a2 b1 b2 plus, then again 2 into, so this term into this term here, b1 square, b1 into b2, c1 c2 plus 2 into this here, so c1 c2, then a1 a2. Okay, all the term in the square root only. Okay, the square root of, and divided by these two terms here, root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, then the root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Okay, then this is equal to, here take this minus inside the bracket, take minus inside here. In that case a1 square a2 square a1 square a2 square cancels here, then b1 square b2 square and this b1 square b2 square cancels, c1 square c2 square and c1 square c2 square cancels because you are taking minus inside the bracket here. Then root of, again take a root of square root here, a1 square b2 square. Okay, then a2 b2 a2 b1 here, a1 square b2 square, a1 square plus a1 square into b2 square, then plus, then b1 square a2 square here, or a2 square b1 square. Okay, a1 a2 square b1 square. Okay, then write this coming, this one, minus of 2 into a1 a2 b1 b2, a1 a2 b1 b2. That's the terms in a bracket here. Then next term here, b1 c2 and c1 b2. Okay, b1 c2 square plus B2 C1 B2 C1 square, then write this term minus 2 into B1 B2 C1 C2, write in the bracket, then plus here. Okay, then C1 A2 C1 this term and this one C1 A2 C1 square A2 square plus A1 square C2 square or C2 square A1 square minus of this term 2 into C1 C2 A1 A2, that is the bracket here, 4 divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, then root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay. You just observe here. Here this term can be written as, again take a square root only. The square root of A1 B2 minus A2 B1. A1 B2 minus of A2 B1. A2 B1 it's a square, then plus these terms are B1 C2 minus of B2 C1, it's a square here, then plus here, and these terms can be written as C1 A2 minus of C2 A1, it's a square here, divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, so this gives the angle between the two lines in terms of sin theta. So this is the angle between the two lines in terms of sin theta. Here this derivation not important here, only this formula is important here. Okay, and very simple to remember this formula. So A1 B1 C1 here, then A2 B2 C2, then write here once again A1 A2. These numbers write once again here. Okay, A1 B2 minus of B1 A2, A1 B2 minus A2 B1 whole square here. Then B1 C2 minus of C1 B2 or B2 C1, it's a square here, then plus C1 A2 minus of C2 A1, it's a square, divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, A1 B2 minus A2 B1 whole square, B1 C2 minus B2 C1 whole square, C1 A2 minus C2 A1 whole square, divided by this one. Okay, it's a very simple method to remember here. Okay, therefore, so this is a cosine angle between the two lines here, and this gives the sine of the angle between the two lines here. So in this case, A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2 are direction ratios here. So if instead of direction ratios for the lines L1 and L2, direction cosines namely L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 N2 are given, then the above formula takes the following form. This formula becomes cos theta equal to L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus L1 N2 divided by this becomes 1, this becomes 1, because if L, M and N are direction cosines, then this condition satisfied. L square plus m square plus n square is equal to 1 a. Hence L1, M1 and L1 are direction cosines here. So L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square is 1. L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square becomes 1 here. This becomes 1, this becomes 1 here. Therefore remaining only the numerator term L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. Even here also root of sign of root instead of A1 B1 into B2 C1 C2 and so on, take here L1 M2 and so on. So this can be written as L1 M2. You can write L1 M1 N1 L2 M2 N2. Repeat once again L1 L2. So L1 M2 minus of L2 M1 whole square. M1 N2 minus of M2 N1 whole square. N1 L2 okay minus of N2 L1 whole square. Again this denominator becomes 1 okay. So therefore these are very important combinations. So two lines are having a direction ratio B A1 B1 C1 and A2 B2 C2, and the two lines are perpendicular if A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0. Because if two lines are perpendicular, then the angle theta is 90 degree. If you put the theta 90 degree, cos 90 degree 0, take these two terms on the side, cross multiply, we get A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0. And the two lines are parallel. In that case, angle is 0. If two lines are parallel, then angle is 0. In that case, put the theta equal to 0. Sin 0 becomes 0, and take these two terms that's it. Okay. Then equate with 0 here and simplify, we get this result. Okay. A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2. Otherwise, you know that if A bar is the one vector here with the direction ratio A1I plus B1J plus C1K. Okay, A1, B1, C1 are direction ratios. This is a component form here. And B bar is the vector here. So A2I plus B2J plus C2K. So these two are parallel. A bar is parallel to the vector B bar. If and only if A1 upon A2 here. A1 divided by A2 is equal to B1 divided by B2 is equal to C1 divided by C2. Okay, you are using that result here. And again, suppose L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2 are direction cosines here. In that case, two lines are perpendicular if L1, L2 plus M1, M2 plus L1, N2 is equal to 0. Again, if theta is 90 degree, cos 90 degree value 0. Hence, this becomes 0. Next two lines are parallel here. Then angle is 0 here. So therefore, if you substitute 0, sin 0 becomes 0. Then equate to this with 0 here and simplify, we get this result here. If this condition satisfied, then two lines are parallel. If this condition satisfied, two lines are perpendicular. Then you know direction cosines here. If you know direction ratios, in that case use these two formulas here. Okay, these are very important formulas here. Okay, angle between the two lines here. R1 equal to A1 bar plus lambda into B1 bar and R2 is equal to B2 bar plus mu into B2 bar here. Means the line in the vector form here. If the equations of line in vector form, then angle between the two lines is given by modulus of B1 dot B2. B1 dot B2 divided by modulus of B1 into modulus of B2. If the lines in a Cartesian form, these are Cartesian form of equation of the line. In that case, angle between two lines is given by A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2. C1, C2 divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. So these are very important formulas here. Okay. So there are so many examples on these formulas here. So remember it here.